Not every fruit is your friend, and if you're over 65, some of the healthy fruits you eat might actually be speeding up inflammation, messing with your heart, or even shortening your life. That's not fear. That's biology. I've seen too many older adults who eat clean, fruit bowls, smoothies, fresh juice, and still end up with joint pain, brain fog, and blood sugar swings. They were told, fruit is always good for you. But the truth? Some fruits are dangerous after 60, unless you eat them the right way. And the worst part? Most seniors don't even know which ones they should stop eating, and which ones they're missing. I had a patient named Ed, 71, retired firefighter. Every morning, grapefruit juice with breakfast. He thought it was heart healthy. Turns out, it was interfering with his blood pressure meds. He wasn't getting stronger, he was getting weaker. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 4 fruits that may silently harm your body after 60. 4 fruits that can heal your gut, protect your brain, and support healthy aging. And I'll show you how to choose, eat, and store them the right way so you can enjoy fruit again without fear. But first, check your fridge. One of these may be waiting for you right now. It looks refreshing, it sounds healthy, but if you're over 60, especially if you're on medication, grapefruit could be silently working against you. Grapefruit is one of the most common danger fruits I warn my older patients about. Why? Because it contains a compound called furanocoumarin, which interferes with an enzyme in your gut called CYP3A4. This enzyme helps break down many medications, especially for blood pressure, cholesterol, heart rhythm, and anxiety. But when grapefruit blocks this enzyme, the drugs build up in your system. What should be safe becomes dangerously strong. I had a patient named Tom, 68, managing his blood pressure with meds. He drank grapefruit juice every morning, thinking it helped. But his heart rate became erratic, dizzy spells. It wasn't the medication, it was how grapefruit was changing the medication's effect inside his body. Studies show grapefruit interacts with over 85 common medications, including statins, calcium channel blockers, and anti-anxiety drugs. And no, it's not just the juice. Even half a grapefruit can be enough to cause issues. What to do? Check your medications. If you see avoid grapefruit, take it seriously. If unsure, ask your doctor or pharmacist. Try safer alternatives like oranges, kiwi, or berries. They don't mess with medications. But up next is a fruit that seems innocent, even joyful, but could be wrecking your blood sugar faster than a candy bar. They look like medicine. They're rich in antioxidants. And yes, cherries can be healthy, but only if you know how to eat them. For seniors with blood sugar issues, arthritis, or weight struggles, cherries might not be as innocent as they seem. Why? Because many people don't eat fresh cherries. They eat dried cherries, candied cherries, or cherry-flavored snacks, loaded with sugar, preservatives, and zero fiber. I had a patient, Linda, 70, retired librarian, managing prediabetes. She snacked on healthy trail mix with dried cherries, thinking it was good for energy. But she was gaining weight, her A1C crept up, and her joints hurt more in the mornings. The reason? Dried cherries have 3 to 4 times the sugar concentration of fresh ones. A small handful can spike your blood sugar just like soda. And most commercial dried cherries are soaked in syrup or sweetened with corn syrup, which worsens inflammation and insulin resistance. Even fresh cherries, if eaten by the bowl, can push up blood sugar fast, especially late at night or with no protein fat to slow absorption. What to do? Skip dried or canned cherries. Eat fresh cherries in moderation, half cup at a time, pair with nuts or Greek yogurt to balance blood sugar. Best time? Earlier in the day, not close to bedtime. Next up, one of the most beloved fruits in the world. But for seniors, it can quietly lead to constipation, muscle loss, and blood sugar crashes. It's the most popular fruit in America, and it's one of the most misunderstood. Bananas are soft, sweet, and convenient. That's why so many seniors grab one first thing in the morning. But for adults over 65, eating bananas the wrong way can lead to blood sugar crashes, constipation, and even muscle loss. Let me explain. Bananas are high in natural sugars, especially when they're overripe. They have almost no protein or fat to slow absorption. So if you eat a banana alone especially on an empty stomach, your blood sugar spikes fast, then drops just as fast. This can leave you feeling dizzy, foggy, and tired mid-morning. I had a client named Roger, 75, lived alone, active walker. He thought eating bananas every morning made him healthy, but he was losing muscle. His energy was up and down, and he was constantly constipated. Bananas are also low in fiber and magnesium, both critical for smooth digestion. And eating them without hydration or without movement can worsen bowel issues in seniors. Research shows that a rapid insulin response to high glycemic fruits like ripe bananas can contribute to muscle wasting and cognitive decline in older adults. So what's the right way to eat bananas? Choose yellow bananas with some green, lower sugar content. Avoid overripe, spotty bananas. Especially for breakfast, never eat bananas by themselves. Pair with nuts, oats, or yogurt. Best time after a meal or as pre-workout fuel. Next, we'll look at a fruit that seems healthy just because it's dry, but it's really a sugar bomb in disguise, and it's hiding in trail mix, cereal, and energy bars across America. It fits in a handful, it feels healthy, and it's quietly one of the worst food traps for seniors. I'm talking about dried fruits. Raisins, dried cranberries, apricots, dates, banana chips. Yes, they start as real fruit, but once they're dried, they become concentrated sugar bombs, and many are drenched in added syrups, preservatives, and oils. I had a patient, Marlene, 69, trying to eat healthier. Every afternoon, she'd snack on trail mix with dried fruits. It kept her full, or so she thought. Over 6 months, she gained 14 pounds, her blood sugar spiked, and her cholesterol worsened, despite cutting back on real sweets. The problem? Dried fruits shrink in size but not in sugar. A handful of raisins has the sugar of a whole candy bar. Most are treated with sulfur dioxide, which can irritate lungs and cause headaches. And many banana chips are deep fried in palm oil. A 2022 study in Clinical Nutrition found that frequent consumption of dried fruits was associated with higher calorie intake, increased insulin resistance, and slower weight loss in older adults, especially when eaten as snacks. So what can you do? If you love dried fruit, measure it. No more than 2 tablespoons per serving. Choose unsweetened, unsulfured versions. Better yet, swap for whole fruits like blueberries, oranges, or a few slices of apple. Never assume natural equals healthy. Always check the label. Now, let's turn the corner. Because not all fruits are risky. In fact, some can help sharpen your mind, calm your gut, and support energy after 60. Let's start with one of the most powerful brain foods in nature. They're small, they're dark, and they might just be the best fruit for your brain after 60. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, the dark blue pigments that protect your brain cells from oxidative damage, reduce inflammation, and improve memory. I had a client, Margaret, 73, retired school principal. She'd been forgetting names, repeating stories, and losing her keys more often. We didn't change her medications. We simply added half cup of blueberries to her breakfast, daily. 2 months later, she was sharper. Her mood improved, and her morning energy felt clean, as she put it. Research from Harvard and Tufts shows that older adults who eat blueberries regularly have slower cognitive decline, better decision-making, and even improved balance. But not all blueberries are created equal. Fresh or frozen, both work. Just make sure they're not sweetened. Wild blueberries, smaller ones, have more antioxidants than farm-grown. Dried blueberry snacks? Skip them. They often have added sugar. Pro tip: mix with chia seeds, Greek yogurt, or oatmeal to boost absorption. Freeze extra blueberries to reduce waste. Use smashed blueberries as natural coloring in smoothies or even salad dressings. Coming up next, a fruit so common you might overlook it, but eaten the right way, it can help regulate blood pressure and clean your gut. An apple a day, you know the rest, but only if it's the right kind, eaten the right way. Apples are one of the most versatile, affordable, and accessible fruits for older adults. But here's the secret. The real benefits of apples are in the peel. That's where you get fiber, polyphenols, and natural pectin that support your gut, heart, and blood sugar. I had a client, Harold, 76, retired bus driver. He had constipation, borderline high blood pressure, and always felt bloated after meals. We made one change: 1 medium red apple, unpeeled, eaten mid-morning with a glass of water. Within weeks, he was regular. His systolic blood pressure dropped 6 points, and he told me, "I finally feel clean inside." Apples also help produce butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that supports brain health via the gut-brain axis. Tips for eating apples the smart way. Choose organic if possible, and don't peel them. Red apples, like Fuji or Gala, are sweeter, but lower in acid, gentler on senior stomachs. Eat with a few almonds or peanut butter to balance blood sugar. Avoid processed applesauce or juice, high in sugar, low in fiber. Store apples in a cool, dark place or crisper drawer. Keep them away from bananas to reduce over-ripening. And next, we'll explore a fruit that's technically fat, but turns out to be one of the best protectors of your brain, heart, and skin. It's creamy, it's technically a fruit, and it might be the best fat you can eat after 60. Yes, avocado is a fruit, but it's unlike any other. It's loaded with monounsaturated fats, the kind that reduce inflammation, lower LDL cholesterol, and protect brain cells. It's rich in potassium, more than bananas, to help regulate blood pressure. And it's packed with fiber and lutein, which support digestion and eye health. I had a patient, Walter, 72, former engineer, struggling with memory and blood sugar swings. We added 1/4 of an avocado to his lunch every day, mashed on whole grain toast or sliced into a salad. Within a month, his afternoon energy stabilized. He said he could focus again, and his blood pressure dropped enough for his doctor to reduce one medication. Clinical studies show that avocado can support cognitive function, insulin sensitivity, and even improve nutrient absorption from other vegetables. Best ways to eat avocado after 60. Eat 1/4 to 1/2 an avocado per day, not the whole fruit. Pair with tomatoes, leafy greens, or eggs to boost vitamin absorption. Choose ripe but firm avocados. Avoid brown, mushy ones. Add lemon or vinegar to prevent browning. Use avocado skin as a natural scrub for hands, or blend avocado pit with water as fertilizer. Zero waste, full nutrition. And now we've come to the final fruit, a tropical one. Soft and soothing. That's gentle on your gut, your mood, and your sleep. It's soft, it's sweet, and it's one of the most underrated healing fruits for people over 60. Papaya is rich in digestive enzymes, especially papain, which helps break down proteins, reduce bloating, and improve nutrient absorption. It's also packed with vitamin C, folate, and carotenoids, all of which support immune health, vision, and inflammation control. I had a client, Evelyn, 70, always complained of stomach discomfort, irregular sleep, and dry skin. We added 1/2 cup of ripe papaya to her dinner or afternoon snack. In 3 weeks, her digestion was smoother. She stopped waking up at 2 a.m. and her skin noticeably softer. A 2021 study from India showed that regular consumption of papaya improved bowel regularity, gut flora, and sleep quality in older adults, thanks to its natural enzymes and anti-inflammatory effects. Best practices for papaya. Choose fully ripe papayas, yellow skin with a little give when pressed. Eat fresh, never fermented or overripe. Best timing, after lunch or early evening, not late at night. Combine with a squeeze of lime to enhance digestion and flavor. Dry papaya seeds and grind them into powder. They may help fight parasites. Use sparingly. Use papaya peels as a gentle exfoliant for hands or feet. Even the tree's white sap has been used traditionally for skin wounds. And now let's bring everything together. A final moment to reflect, reset, and choose what stays and what goes in your fruit bowl. So here we are. You've seen both sides. The fruits that quietly hurt your health after 60, and the ones that can fuel your body, sharpen your mind, and calm your gut. Now the choice is yours. It's not about guilt. It's about clarity. It's about giving your body what it truly needs, not what marketing says is healthy. Because the right fruit, eaten the right way, can be the difference between waking up foggy or focused, between stiff joints or light steps. So here's my challenge for you. Go check your kitchen. Look at your fruit drawer. What needs to stay and what needs to go? Comment below. Let's help each other make better choices. One small bite at a time. If this video helped you, please give it a like. Share it with a friend who loves fruit but needs this truth. And if you believe in living with wisdom, subscribe to Wise Living, where food becomes a powerful, gentle teacher. You've only got one body. Let's feed it like you finally believe it matters.